Hi there, welcome to the Big Red Wallet, and the company, the nonprofit that started this off on opening day with their dancers is the Jose Mateo Ballet Theater, and I have the namesake of this company. I assume you're the founder since you are Jose Mateo.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
And we're very thankful to have you as a partner at the Big Red Wallet, and I hope it's resulting in more awareness and interest in your organization, which has been around for a while. When did you start?
Well, we're currently celebrating our 25th anniversary.
My goodness, so 25 years.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why in the Google search that I made recently, his ballet theater came up as third highest, so that's pretty impressive. And they're right here in Cambridge, Mass. And 25 years ago you started this, and it's obviously flourishing quite well. I've always wondered, what kind of ballet do you teach? Is it structuralist, classical, romantic? Where are you guys?
We teach a classical ballet.
You do? Okay.
In other words, we like to think of ourselves as a contemporary company, and
okay.
so we do a lot of contemporary work.
Right.
But the training is very traditional.
Uh-huh.
And so there's a vocabulary out there that is shared internationally.
Right.
And we work to perfect that.
Mm-hmm.
And it really allows or makes for the most versatile dancer. So the dancer who's trained in classical ballet, in theory, should be able to adapt to any number of styles within ballet and certainly outside of ballet.
Right, right. So even some of the, who are the youngest students that you start with?
Well, we have a school in addition to the performance company, and in the school we invite even 3-year-olds.
3-year-olds can start.
And so there's a pre-ballet division, and then ballet per se begins at about age 7 or so.
I see. Okay.
And then runs through 18, but we also have a ballet program for adults. So I'm inviting you to take your first introductory class.
Well, I've always dreamed about being a ballet dancer and having no skills at all.
You'd be surprised.
Even with the fine teaching of Jose Mateo, I don't think there's much hope left for me. What's the oldest student you've had? Who's been the oldest?
Well, we do have.
We know the youngest, 3.
Yeah, well, we do have.
We're a company of extremes, Jose. We need to know the beginning and the ends of things.
We have students in their 80s.
Wow.
So ballet is really, you talk about raising awareness, it's about becoming more self-aware. So the study of ballet is really to learn more and more about your body. And so it is a lifelong interest and a lifelong search. It's not one of those things where you reach success or excellence. It's something we strive for. And it becomes a series of lessons. And at different stages of our lives, we are learning new things all the time. It's
really incredible the range that you have that we've seen come through your company, which leads me to wonder a little bit about your background. You're the founder of this thing. Tell us a little bit about you. This has got to be
I think
interesting. I mean,
you talk to
anybody who's got the imagination to put this kind of organization together and have it successful for 25 years has to have an interesting history.
Well, like most dancers, I was dancing around as a kid. I think all kids dance, actually. For some reason, somewhere along the way, some of us decide we're going to keep this up.
Yes,
and then
in a
of
more
course,
formal sense,
And then when our culture demands different kinds of choices, some of us decide, well, we're going to stick this out. And we feel it's important enough, not only to our own development, but we think that there's a lot to it in terms of what it can offer a community, what it can offer a culture. And so we view it as a necessity. When I was a dancer, working professionally, I was very disappointed with the nature of most ballet organizations, both in terms of training, in terms of choreography.
And you vowed you'd start one of your own.
Yeah. So I think, I think
that's how we are with wallets.
Exactly.
Very disappointed. Yeah. We had to start our own. Yes. We have a lot to then.
Yeah,
well, that's great.
So,
when did you finally decide to do this? It was obviously 25 years ago, but what brought you around the corner to actually do it?
Well, I think my having started late in ballet was almost an advantage because I was already in college, and so I think I was thinking
really
analytically.
You only started in college?
Formal training, yeah.
Formal
I was
training,
dancing before then and had done some performance, but serious training in ballet didn't come till my college years. So, which is unusual, and so I don't encourage people to do that,
right?
Especially in this day and age when there are so many dancers, and the industry has fewer opportunities for professional work. That was one of the reasons for starting a company. Also, is to offer more opportunities for dancers and to offer more opportunities for audiences. And after a while, you start. I mean, I've always dedicated my attention to how can things be different, how can things be better for audiences, for communities, for dancers, for schools, for performance companies. And so we have actually built into the structure of our organization a number of programs that allow us to be different. I think we're a rather unique company in that we do more outreach than most, but it's not just outreach for people who might not otherwise discover ballet. It's trying to expand the role of ballet in community so that we can raise awareness not just about the power of dance as a form of art, but the power of dance as a form, as a means for social change. So there are a lot of partnerships that we create with companies like yours, but also companies that are in social services, social advocacy, and certainly city government, local businesses, city government. We're trying to just partner with anyone who understands that dance can be more in our culture, can serve a larger role in our culture than it presently does.
It's not just about self-expression anymore.
It's also,
that's the core, that's the kernel, right?
I think we're all trying to express ourselves, but we all have limited conduits for that. And dance is a very powerful conduit for self-expression and for bringing people of diverse expressions together to talk about, understand, and help resolve some of the social issues we all face. And right now, all of those issues are global. So,
well, it's an interesting trajectory when you think about ballet's origins in the 15th century, with just the limited high court birth of the dance form, and now it's more of a people's.
It's more about community engagement, about getting everyone involved, about getting every person to understand that they are dancers too, and that they can build a relationship with dance and with other people in dance, be it through training, through performance, through watching performances, to just being around it, whatever. But it's part of our lives. This morning,
certainly in opening night, you got a lot of people interested right off the bat there on Harvard Square, seeing wonderful young dancers,
and
we got to, you got the community just front and center right there in a blistery cold night. Moving around.
The kids are
very impressive.
Cold when it comes to those opportunities to dance. So that was a wonderful event. Thank you, and that was a great opportunity for us too to connect with more people. So anything we can do to really bring
that's what this wallet is for. Is try to make awareness of these organizations that are very involved in the community and deserve more awareness and your donations. And they have a school, so you can just sign up from 3 to 84.
Yes.
Let's try to break a few records. Should we go 86, 89?
Of course, I don't interview the students about their ages, but I'm sure we've had several people who may have exceeded that age range. If you can move, dance is about movement. And movement is what keeps us all vital and healthy.
Ballet keeps you alive is what we're really trying to say here.
Absolutely.
On many, many different levels.
Absolutely. To dance is to live.
To dance is to live. Well, what an asset to the Cambridge community and to the greater Boston community, and with the benefit of their Google ranking, an asset to the world, watching their successful trajectory over 25 years, and we wish you another 25 years or more, hopefully.
And this, mentioning Dance for World Community is something I've got to throw in.
Oh yes,
as part of our
as
part of our effort to expand the role of dance. We have this project called Dance for World Community. It's about those local partnerships we told you about. But it's also about bringing people from other locations into a network of discussion and learning about the power of dance to create social change,
Mm-hmm.
the power of dance to create any number of new ways of looking at the way we all commune. So Dance for All Community, look us up that way too.
Right, and your URL is ballettheater.org.
Ballettheater.org.
That's an easy one to remember, and if you have trouble, just Google ballet, and you're going to find these guys in the top rankings, because that's where they deserve to be. We're very lucky to have Jose Mateo and his dance company as one of our partners here in our inaugural year of raising awareness and raising money for worthy local organizations. So thanks again for watching Wallet TV, and check us out at the Big Red Wallet, which will be up in December every single day, and you get a chance to meet people in person. If you can't, watch our live streaming and you can see people in action, and then of course you will have this interview series which you can forward to your friends. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jose.